as I tamper with the witch's psyche.
I've been involved in motorsport for a number of years. Preparation side of motorsport, really just running cars, but it was always quite expensive to get involved in. And then I came across drifting, which was pretty accessible at that time. And it was just a case of having a road car, a rear-wheel drive road car, and you could go down and pay up and go out for the day and compete. I started competing in motorcycle trials from a young age, about 14 years old. And then as soon as I started driving, really, at 17, I started getting into cars, tuning road cars, but never got a chance to drive, really, until I got into drifting myself. The cars initially is what attracted me to it. Seeing DVDs from Japan, seeing the cars, the way they're prepared, they looked really well, and then the control side of it as well. It wasn't all about how much money you had or what sort of budget you had for you. It was just down to driver skill. My first A86 came along in from Japan at really good money, and it was mint, it was really clean. And I just went from there, really. Once you drive an A86, I don't think you can really have as much fun as anything else. Yeah, I went from that then to this car here, which was originally a 20-valve engine with a bit more horsepower, and it was stripped out with a roll cage, which was very competitive. I found that no problems in Ireland whatsoever. But as soon as I went over to the UK and competed in Silverstone and places like that, it just it didn't have the power you'd need. Since I started driving, I've been into Hondas, always have had Hondas. Just love the engines and the revs that they have naturally from the factory, like without any tune, they're just screamers. So I'd seen the swap done in the States, just thought it'd be something different and a good reliable engine to have. I actually shipped the engine over to Ben and Angelworks. He got me a Mectronic ECU from Italy, fitted it and sorted the wiring loom and then mapped it on an engine dyno and then shipped the whole thing back. Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks before Punchestown. We just took it out of the paint shop. I think we painted it over a weekend. Built it back into its spot in the workshop and started assembly, and about a crew of 2 or 3 of us basically assembled the car in a week and a half, 2 weeks. The car started up for the first time that Saturday morning, stuck on the reg plates and drove down the nice road down to Punchestown. Just wanted the car to run for the weekend, really. It was inevitable the car wasn't going to handle great, and it didn't really the first few times out, but the power was there straight away, right from the off. It was great. It was looking promising really from the first couple of runs. I went down for qualifying. First run went down grand, second run went out and there was smoke from the car, which I think a lot of people thought was tyre smoke, but then just grabbing third gear, coming onto the last bend, sure enough the oil filter was loose and oil had caught fire off the exhaust manifold, and those flames coming out everywhere, which I was totally unaware of, and kept it flat really till I saw the marshal's flags and decided to stop, and that's when I saw the smoke coming through the floor. No idea now it was going to be something as simple as the oil filter coming loose. For that to happen, just soul destroying really. I didn't know what to do. I just walked back to the pits. I think I even left the car on the track and just walked back to the pits and just sat down for a good long time. It was a case of either rush the job and get them repaired quickly, like it was a lot of stripping involved, or just get a second-hand engine and get it in for Rose Green. We got to run it at the round 1 of the Extreme Drift Series in Venray in Holland. The standard of driving I don't think would be as high in Europe as it is in Ireland, but all the same it was a new track. Some of the guys there have really well prepared cars. I was expecting to do well, but certainly to win it, once I got there, it was a great feeling to win first event, you know, it was unreal. A few weeks after Venray then there was a demo in the Maxi Tuning Show in Porto. Yeah, so the car was shipped down from Belgium again. We flew down to Porto then the weekend, did a 2-day demo. In nice weather, it was great. Yeah, it was an indoor show and the crowd there were nuts. Yeah, they loved the Corolla especially. It was just a crazy show. Irish drivers, I can't see them in second, maybe third best in the world at this stage. You know, haven't seen it in America last year. Flying around the Formula D, spectating. You know, it's nothing that the Irish guys aren't capable of. It's just there's a lot more investment over there. The cars are pretty serious, and the drivers have huge backing. All they really have to do is arrive and drive. Yeah, there's a lot of new talent this year. I think a lot of young drivers have come up now from semi-pro last year and have good cars this year as well, which should see them well up there in the top 8. I think most events, so it's going to be tough. You still got the other guys there, Damien Mulvey and Mike Dean and the boys. So it's not going to be easy. But I think the car now, as it is seriously competitive. I really couldn't wait to get it back here. Sorted a lot of issues out in Europe, got a lot of testing with it. So I hope to be well up there.